Okay, hopefully that is us live. And just testing out StreamYard to see how that works. All the cool kids are apparently using it to stream. So I thought I'd give it a go. It gives better options for adding multiple people in than just using OBS and using Skype or whatever other options I kind of played with. So I thought I'd give this a try and see whether everything worked the way I wanted it to. I guess the main thing was how that worked with YouTube. So going back in, I've managed to click on the right things and find that within YouTube. So hopefully that's okay. Different mic and headphones tonight. Not sure whether that'll be working all right, but we'll give it a go. We'll just tweet this out. So. Infill show. It's probably a lot worse tonight since I've not got the old noise cancelling mic. There we go. Okay, tweeted that out. The only bit I don't know about is that seemed to be an issue last night was notifications on YouTube. So quite look around the YouTube panel, see whether I can see anything for that. So YouTube Studio, what is in there? Anything? So no, don't see. Realistically, I don't see any options. So standard YouTube license, recording date, category syndication, comments. Kind of all seems all right. I don't see an obvious option for sending a notification. I can go into the live control room and view it from there, so maybe that gives me other options as well. Okay, starting to make a bit of sense. StreamYard, it seems to be everyone is there. Good. All right, so share just gives me the copies to go at. Right, okay. Happy with that. Let's think for highlights. Settings. Okay. I think I've pretty much got the hang of everything that's in there now. As I say, the lack of a noise cancelling mic this time probably means that every bang and creak and thump is going out there, but worth it for testing. Okay, what else? The one of the questions last night in the stream was what happened to the infill sign. That is what happened to the infill sign. It's here. I found it. I had dropped it on the floor at some point, and it was just under a pile of other stuff. So that's what it is. So I think it was Stephen Lightspeed last night that was asking about that, and there it is. The back of it was set up for an LED panel. I wobble about too much; it makes a right load of noise, so I'll try not to do it. But that panel is over there. The problem I found when I was doing videos with it, if I put the panel in the back, I had to turn it right down, otherwise you just lost the infill pattern, which is obviously the whole point of that. So there you go. Okay, so I think that's all I needed to test. Mr. Daimlo, how the devil are you? And you've automatically tested another feature of StreamYard that I didn't know whether it worked or not, which is the it popping up in the chat. And there is Mr. Filament Frenzy. Excellent. I'm glad you're good. I'm just going to have some more energy. No, so I'll hold my hands up, Tom, and say, yeah, StreamYard does seem to be working quite good. I lose the ability to put music over easily. I'm sure there's ways I could do it, but the fact that it, as you say, the chats and stuff like that are in there are pretty cool. I do like that. Everything in that one window. My biggest concern was that I was losing the ability to do some of the stuff in the YouTube studio, but it's actually there. I'll need to get a bit smarter on how you do it before you set it up. You got rid of that music. Well, you know, I liked it. That's all. That response was well faster tonight. Right. I'm just now watching the feed over there to go. I wonder how much the lag is, and that might just be situational. It might be the time. Who knows? But yeah, let's get it. So the wall, still the wall. The wall's still there. Got much love last night. I was very pleased with that. The wall's getting the love. So that was good news. I don't know if you saw Tom. He came on. The logo sign, I found it. I did think that I hadn't. So right, okay. So here we go. Just trying to figure out how to do stuff, and we will get there. We will definitely get there. So that's great. Oh, that sounds good. Need to oil the chair. I've oiled the chair. It's buggered. It is just buggered. I need to replace the chair. That's what I need to do. I did consider sitting on a pile of boxes rather than sitting on this because it makes a right racket. A transition. What sort of transition you want? I've got too many windows open now because I was playing. But you want to see the it's not very automatic, but there you go. Yeah. Your chair's the same. What's that pick? Like that graphics screens, cut screens are superb. We really need to bully him into making more of them now. Now that I'm actually streaming. But yeah, no, it definitely does good work. And just as we're kind of sat here, I'm looking around the screen and realizing that it is showing me other information that I didn't think was in StreamYard as well. So it is pretty good. Yeah, I will grant you that. So we're going to open that a bit. Right, okay. Oh, that's noisy. I don't know whether to switch to the headset and see whether I like that better. Just going to share the link on Twitter now. Right, okay. I shared it, but obviously I am not an international superstar like you are, Tom, so it doesn't do much good when I share it. Fun. Come on, Nick. Why no to the webcam? You could come on wearing your mask again. Honestly, I feel like I should stand up rather than squeak. I did notice, I don't know whether the audio's better, apart from the squeaking and the banging and all that sort of stuff. I don't know whether the audio's better, but I really didn't like when I watched last night's back. The audio off the headset I really didn't like. You are definitely international, Tom. Like I'm trumping. Oh, why can't I make it do it on? There we go. That's better. Couldn't make it do it on demand, but so yeah, I didn't like the audio, and I thought I would give the printers a rest, so I've turned them all off. Well, stop and run anyway, and just use the normal mic that I would use. So seems a little bit better. But then if I turned all the printers back on, then you would hear every squeak and bump as well. So I think number one task is probably just to get a non-squeaky chair. I might have bits of wood about that I could not want together, in these change times. 3D Print Viking, hello. Some of you check your Facebook Messenger, by the way. No, we definitely need to see Nick joining in. He could tell us about everything that he's been up to. He's playing in ZBrush, etc. His various pots that he's created recently. Right, what's that? I had a Bing, and I don't know what the Bing was. I think it was an unrelated Bing. I think it was a Bing from something else. Whittle a chair. I could whittle a chair, yeah. So I do have a knife somewhere. I don't know if it's sharp enough to whittle a chair, and obviously it would be absolutely rubbish because I'm rubbish at that sort of thing. Woodwork is definitely not my forte. That's what was going Bing. I found it. There we go. Facebook broke, mate. Oh yeah. Facebook's broke, is it, Tom? That's right. Yeah. I believe you, thousands wouldn't. I just post it in the group chat if you want to. Anybody is welcome to join. Where did I get that from? The fun of there we go. Next excuse, please, Tom. The fun of playing with that. So next, you were asking about transitions before. I'll tell you what I was doing. Where is that? Twitter. I'll have to play about with this for a second in a really annoying way, but window. Oops, daisy. Window capture. That one there. Okay. Transition time. Right, there we go. Hello. Oh, it's camera 2. Look, camera 2's got a better view of the wall. Camera 2 for you. Let's get in the webcam. I always get in the webcam. Squeak. It's not a proper test unless we've properly tested it. So the camera 2, what can I say? No, so if you're going to test out the features of StreamYard, then really you should get somebody else on streaming with you, I guess, because that is it's big party trick, isn't that? So yeah. So the link's in the group chat now, Tom. So any moment now, I'm sure you're going to tell me the next excuse. I had nope. He's such a killjoy. Good news from my pal this week, pal Tarek today. So I'm working on that Superman bust, that Superman statue basically, and the cape, which looks pretty cool. It's split down the middle, but at the moment it's got 3 pegs on that bit. So Tarek has now got rid of the pegs and just put holes in, so I'll print the pegs separately, which means that I can print them flat down on those faces, and they should be a nice fit together. So that bigger than that. That was the test one. That's coming soon. As soon as I can pull my printers away from printing PPE. Trying not to. I'm having a rest for my sanity's sake. That's Tom put it out. Check it out. I see. 6 eyes. It's got 6 eyes on it. I think one of them might be me though. I've got a feeling that when I logged in, it was saying that there was one person watching, and that was me. So hello. If you've not said hello in the chat, say hello in the chat. I'm trying not to squeak. Okay. I'm trying not to squeak, and we're kind of all we're doing now is really killing time a little bit. Oop, killing time. So not a product placement. But awful good anyway. So what did I'm trying to think of all the things. Is there anything that I didn't talk about on yesterday's stream, which I thought was going to last 10 minutes and lasted about an hour and 10 minutes. So that was just plenty of people saying, it's 3D printing professor. Hello, howdy to you too. Totally suspicious sounds. What's that? The chair. The chair is killing me. What was that? The time killing it is why I put a broadcasting scene screen. Yes. And I have got stuff like that. I have got screens because Graphit is an amazing person and does them. So if something goes wrong, I've got this one, which I think is pretty cool. And then obviously we've got the normal screens, and I could, in theory, I could just add some text along the bottom. So yeah, I could definitely do that. This is just me, more me testing. It is the chair, Nick, I swear. When you get to a certain age, your chair makes funny sounds. That's all I can say. Definitely the chair. Right, okay, what can we do? That's there's something wrong. Screen's pretty cool, isn't it? He's a genius at that sort of thing. Is Graphit. Your mic has a buzz. I've maybe just got it too high. Is that a little bit better? Oh, well, maybe that's worse. I don't know whether that's worse or better. Can you? Well, that is well, but as well. Oh, sheesh. See the magic of Tom tweeting something out. It's just. Very strangely, he's just disappeared. He's just behind the curtain. Yeah, so I don't know. Is the mic better now that I've turned it down a touch? I can't hear it. What I was kind of saying before, last night I had the printers running, and while the printers were running, I needed to have a headset on for the noise cancelling because the Mark IIs make an absolute racket, and the quality when I played it back, I was a bit. I wasn't that. You were watching YouTube and saw the notification. There we go. Saw the notification. That was one of the questions that I kind of had after last night. I didn't know whether the notifications were actually going out or not. So it's one of those things that we'll try to test, try to figure this all out. So is the audio any better? Bill 3D. Hello, Bill. We're just warming up. We're just killing time. We're warming up. Have a good dance. I'd do a dance for you, but sorry. Can I do it? Still hear it? No, I think it might be on this end. I think it's an open mic. I was tempted before, and I think I will. I'll this will all go horribly wrong. He says it'd be all right if I could say that, but I'll try. plugging in the headset instead. Hopefully that will reduce the effect of my squeaky chair as well. Well, if I get up, you see, there's no squeak. There's no squeak, honest. It ain't me. Gotta believe me, Nick. I swear it's not me. Question is, will I be able to switch? New stuff, trying new stuff. Right. That does not seem to be on. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aha. It's woke up. Don't know whether that is any better, whether you can hear me. That's working. Chair needs a lube job. Hello, Brandon. Hello, hello, hello. Just tweet this out. Get ready for Professor Bump. Does sound better. Does that sound so? Let's move that mic out of the way. The headset. Hopefully, the only thing now is I feel guilty because I've not got the printers running. Damn it! But I'm sure I can sort that out at some point. Just checking out message there. Right, so hopefully that sounds a little bit better then. I didn't like it last night because it sounded a bit, I don't know, a bit muted to me, but it's got to be better than the thing. And also, let me wobble about a bit. I don't know whether you can miss the chair. Sounds more like mission control. Aye. There's just something I don't like about the sound of it, and it might be this. I have got another headset that I dug out. So again, it's been one of these things where there's a load of stuff that I've not used for a long time. So I've dug that out, but it's a wireless one, and it hasn't been charged in a long time, so it's on charge. There it is, Professor Brandon. Is that the whole of the 3D printing professor effect? There is it. Excellent. All right, so you're not getting the chair sounds. Good. I'm excellent. I like that. How are we doing now? How are we doing? Okay. Let me move some of this stuff. I just need to put stuff in my Filament Frenzy pot. So move that up there. See, the noise still annoys me, even if you can't hear it. The noise of the chair still really annoys me. I definitely need to get more on there. I must have showed this off about 4 or 5 times yesterday, but I love it so much that I'm going to show it again. And just in case you've not been and seen it, so Fernando Jerez created this little deck chair, which is print in place, prints flat on the bed. I added the color swap, so I just couldn't resist it. Well, as soon as I saw it, and it's a quick print, but as soon as I saw it, I thought I've got to print that. So Fernando is a certified genius, and just some of the stuff he comes up with, the generative stuff and what have you, is definitely worth going and checking out. So if you've not printed that already, then please go and check it out and print it. And if you want to download my my remix of it, then that's okay too. What's that? Large printer. First large printer, belt printer, print that. Don't understand. Oh, what's this? Oh, Patreon update. Always good fun. Still killing time. On promise, I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm killing time. Just waiting for something to happen, anything to happen. Still waiting on the parts for the, what is it? The Thinker S over there. over there, Thinker S. Still waiting on parts for that. They are apparently on the way from Singapore. I kind of mentioned last night. I bought that as it was a customer return, and it had a few issues with it. So they're sending me the parts to get that up and running. But unfortunately, the first attempt at sending me the parts, they sent me the ones for the newer version, I think, of the printer. So they're now sending me the right parts, and when they're here, I'll be able to get that up and running. The Prussias have been printing PPE for the last couple of weeks, and I'm giving them a little rest at the moment. So at the moment, I'm printing nothing, zero, zip. But I have got a few things that I would like to print that are non-PPE, which feels a bit strange to do that at the moment. But I honestly believe that it's not just as valuable, but I also believe it is valuable to be printing that stuff, to be entertaining people. So Tom's been showing off some fancy prints just for a change, and again, the people are stuck in their homes, not being able to go out and socialize, etc. And it's just good to be able to have a different form of entertainment, and that comes with that sort of prints. For me, I spend an awful lot of time looking on Twitter or on Instagram at people's prints and what they've done, and things like a graphic, painting them or what have you. Spike, exactly. Yeah, another day, another stream. Again, this was only supposed to be me testing, and I just get sucked into it. I think it's addictive. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on something. Waiting on something happening, as you always are. You kind of sit there thinking, oh, that's just a change. Tom's always showing off fancy prints. I know. He does like that. But in the background, Tom is also printing ridiculous amounts of PPE. But he is in the situation where he can do both. And for me, as I say, especially because there's an awful lot of us printing PPE. I think just the ability to be able to lift your head and look at something else and remember just why you love the hobby side of things, it just it really does lift my mood to be able to do that. So no, it's good when you can do that. Just to kind of go back and talk about this stream, I guess, or streaming. So anybody that's been paying any attention for the last 12, 18 months will know that this was something that we were planning to do a long time ago, and it was myself and Tom originally that were talking about it, and then the wider group were all going to get involved. We had Graphic do a load of cool graphics for us, so the logo up there, and then the split, I don't even know what you'd call them, but the screens that I show in between that I transitioned to before. So he did all of that and made them look really cool. And then unfortunately, I think it was mainly the technology let me down. So the PC that I had at the time, I'd just moved house, the internet connection, all of that sort of thing got in the way, as did mine and Tom's schedules. So work and family time really did just completely scupper us on that. So at the time, I thought, I'll wind it back in, and what I'll do is I'll just start doing interviews. So I interviewed Fernando Jerez, and then he did a really good interview, and unfortunately, it kind of failed. The video did not save. It weren't corrupt, but I managed to get the audio out of it, and the audio still wasn't great. But the audio is there. It's on my channel. As an interview, I guess, with Fernando. So we're going to redo that now that the technology seems to have fixed itself out. Even in these times when everybody is, doing video calls, what have you, it still seems to be all right. So I think Spike and Lightspeed are on again. Apologies for dragging you in again. There we go. So this is kind of what you were talking about last night. What happened to the sign? I found the sign. The sign is still here. All is good. No problems. The sign exists. But I'm putting it back over there. It's over there. It's out of the way. But yeah, the sign was I knew that I'd seen it in the last couple of days because I've been tidying up to move things around, to put new printers and whatever. So I knew I'd seen it, and it was really, really winding me up. So the first thing I did when I finished work today and got time to actually come in here was literally tear the place upside down looking for the sign. So there you go. So I find it. So that was the main thing. On that one, just checking that again. I swear the blocks. Yeah, Professor, absolutely monstering out those blocks. And the thing is, it's be interesting. I don't know whether you whether you've been affected. So whether your Kickstarter has been affected by COVID and by what have you. And I don't know. I mean, it might even be affected in a positive way, I guess, because there's more people just spending time. So I don't know. I have got another transition that I just wanted to try if I can find that one. This was one that again that Graphic did, which is a bit more, even more fancy. Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
What is it with you in these impromptu streams? I'm sweating from pulling Ethernet cables around and USBs and microphones and cameras and oh my god.
I don't know. What can I say? I'm just trying stuff out. It was you that decided to tweet it out and get people to actually join. So I thought, well, since I've done that, we might as well get on and have a chat, just see how things going. So I'm just looking at it finished just before, did it? I thought it was still going, but yeah, that's my bad. I don't really pay enough attention to anything. I really don't. It must be old age. I don't know. So what are you printing tonight, Tom? What's on the go?
That's a base for Eastman's Wonder Woman, Superwoman that's just finished. That's cool. Nice. That's
what's that printed on?
MK3 gold one. That's Jay's 3D's mica.
Oh yeah.
Which is same as from those guys near you.
Aye, East Kilbride. That's where they're from.
Yeah, and then Picard over here because we had a Picard fail.
Oh no!
Check that out. It was looking so nice as well.
It was as well. Look at that. Nice.
Just knocked it off at bed. My own fault.
Huh.
Have you got a new chair now?
No. I just put my headset on so that you can't hear it squeaking.
I can't hear it now.
You know what? You know the way it is. You just have to roll with the punches, and in this particular case, then I thought it was time that I put the headset back on.
Crazy, mate. I've still got my pajamas on everything. Look, where's Wally Special?
Oh, superb! Look at that. You're not supposed to like break the fourth wall by that sort of thing, though, are you? You're supposed to sit there and like the newsreaders, and honest with the shorts on, but nobody knows, especially now.
The camera setup's all wrong. I'm just sat. You can see way too much of me. My stupid haircut. Everything's all going on. Obviously, I don't have internet in here, so I have to pull like a 50-foot Ethernet. So I had to go running over the thing, put it through the window, pull it through into the living room, put it into the backup box, and bring it back out.
I did it. So why don't you have Ethernet out there? Have you not got the plug at either end job?
For the amount of time that I actually use internet, it's like I do most of my slicing up when I'm just sat in the room and just chilling out watching TV, and then I'll save them all. And I've started doing this new thing where wherever I download the file into the folder, I always save the G code in the folder rather than always, because I used to have to keep coming backwards and forwards for SD cards. Now I just save it there, and I find myself printing more things. And I nearly finished this.
You've still got the strangely placed screwdriver, I see.
Yeah. You had to comment on that, didn't you? That's your brain, that, you see.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Just see a print and a handle. There's only you that saw that.
I didn't see it. It wasn't me. I just saw it on Twitter. I read it on Twitter. It was somebody else's news. It's not fake news.
I like that one now. I've added the silver on top of the purple a bit, so you get that sort of sheen.
I do like that. That's fantastic. As you know, resin printing is a black art to me, and I've absolutely no intention of ever getting involved in it because it just sounds far too complicated.
I said exactly the same.
But I think it looks fantastic, and I love seeing it. I love seeing kind of the stuff you print and the ridiculously big stuff that you printed before.
I printed some little today. I'm enjoying using car paints though, because they have a lot of glitter in them and stuff like that.
They're good, aren't they?
Resin's so colours. I find the colours so boring compared to filaments.
I don't think I've ever seen you print anything resin that you've not sprayed.
No,
I don't. Apart from maybe some of the transparent stuff that you do when you were doing some parts. So I'm just looking and there's a paying attention to the chat. As you're supposed to, I guess. I like Speed asking if you don't have Wi-Fi. God, do you not have Wi-Fi, man? No, to be fair, I've got a cable run out.
Billy's saying actually that she thinks resin printing is easier than FDM, and I completely agree. I fully agree. It is so much easier, and the result at the end is so much more rewarding. For me, the problem is that because I'm so new to it, the refining, the cleaning, and the washing, and the curing, and all that stuff. That's still a nightmare, but I've been assured it won't be like that forever.
I don't know. It just all sounds too much like work for me. I don't know. I prefer, and I guess FDM is more like what I'm used to in my previous career as an NC machinist. So I'm used to these little machines running about in Cartesian kind of way, and it makes sense to me. It just makes sense to me. Whereas the resin thing is like, it's like being in a chemistry class. I just.
Shall I get that big? Shall I get that one that finished out? let me get a sheet for it.
Right. Okay. So what we're saying there. So Billy, what you telling us, Billy? You can dye resin with inks. Yeah. So Graphite has done an awful lot of that, and that was a bit of an eye opener as well. Some of the stuff that he did on that, there was a few of them that looked fantastic. Oh no! I've pressed the wrong button and I've lost everything. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'm still learning StreamYard. It's all right. A question from the US. Does the US accent sound boring? Like I hear you guys talk, I hear Billy talk, I hear Tom talk, and I'm like, oh yeah. No, because I mean, there's just as many different US accents, isn't there? It's a little bit more refined because you've got a lot smaller area. So I'm originally from 30, 40 miles up the road from you, Tom. I can't remember. It's around about that, and I think our accents are completely different. However, my accent.
Whenever I hear the news, like local news, and I hear somebody like from near me talking, I always think, I hope I don't sound like that. I really hope I don't sound like that.
Fortunately for me, I don't sound like anybody anymore because I've got about 5 different area accents.
It's kind of got a little bit sort of.
I've got completely mixed up. Even my own, so my grown-up kids, they comment whenever I'm down back in Manchester. They comment on the fact that I use words and I use phrases that just make no sense to them. So you just get used to where you are, aren't you? I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but wow.
It's light speed, honestly. That guy's got I think he's got 3 hands.
Exactly.
This one finished, and it's the first one where normally I'd print these individually, but I decided to print them all at the same time, and it went well.
That's fantastic. I'm not sure that the camera on here does it justice, but it is superb.
I'm going to paint this one for definite.
Is this what you bought your new toys for?
Airbrush, yeah, just to try, because it's like even when you spray something with a spray can, it just goes on a bit too thick. Like especially when it's smaller, the details get like killed in it.
So like we're saying, we sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
How could that possibly be true?
It got me earlier that I went to put it back after taking those pictures onto Twitter, and as you see, there's a little drain hole there at back.
Oh yeah.
And I lifted it and I flicked it like this to put it back inside printer, and it went all down my front. Obviously.
Oh no.
And I was right careful until that point as well.
And does that involve like hazmat suits and people coming from the CDC and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't understand.
No. The problem with this is though, it's like that build plate. That build plate's like 2.5 kilos, so it's a nightmare to get it back in, especially when it's full size like that. Right.
It's an absolute monster, isn't it? Absolute monster. Let me go back a bit and see. Is he in pajamas? Well, is Tom in pajamas? He is in pajamas. He
Where's Boy in pajamas?
He's good old where he was. You can listen to us. So right, we're all sound the same. Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think you all sound the same at all. So the company that I work for, the parent company is in Wichita, and we have people that work there that are from other places in the States. So there was a guy from New York, and there's somebody from Jacksonville, and the accents are just totally different. So you get the same, but it's just over a bigger area in the States, because the States has got an awful lot of a bigger area. So you do get all the different accents. But yeah, it's just squashed a little bit in the UK, so that we're not far apart. I mean, we are now about 200 miles apart, myself and Tom. But
I live in God's country. Ian lives well
in his mind. I, however, live north of the border.
In chat, it's a Phenom L. I got a chance to be a beta tester for it. They said they needed an idiot. That if this idiot could work it, anybody could work it. This idiot. And for anybody wondering why I am wearing pajamas, because Ian's got this great thing that he does, right? He'll say to me, I'm thinking about going live tonight. And then he'll go live. And then he'll message me saying, are you joining?
But that is true. I will hold my hands up. Absolutely, that is true. However, the flip side of that is when I say to Tom, shall we stream on Saturday night? And he'll go, yeah, we'll do that. We'll stream on Saturday night. And then Saturday night comes, and there is just no way you can find him. He's disappeared off the face of the earth. It's like, Tom, hello, Tom, are we going? Oh, and you'll suddenly come live at about 1 a.m. and go back and go, oh, I fell asleep, or I was out working, or whatever the reason is. Not an excuse. The reason is. So yeah, it's always better to do it.
I've never tried to talk and read at the same time.
It's hard, isn't it? It is hard.
Yeah, filaments and resins. I see there being more colorants coming out, as in more range of colors and stuff like that. And you see more people experimenting like with different things that they're putting in it. Like Billy was mentioning dyes and all sorts of. Obviously, this might not be correct, but like micro powders, not glitter, because I tried that and it broke. But all these things, I think eventually resin companies will jump onto that, where there's some sort of pre-mix. Whether there'll be a wide range of materials, I don't know. I don't know resin well enough.
No, the rainbow thing that the graphic was doing, where he actually, and I think it was kind of, it was the density of the kind of mixture wasn't quite there. It was they were blended into one, but
he used some sort of colorant or dye.
They were
alcohol based, I think was the problem, or something along those lines.
And there's Fernando. Hello, Fernando. I was showing off your deck chair again.
Practical printing
every night.
He's got a webcam. Practical Printing said he loves streaming, and he said when Ian's next live, get him to send me a link. So send him a link, Ian.
Send him a link.
I can show me failed print.
I don't even know how you do that, man. I've only done it once.
Galaxy Black as well. Honestly, Galaxy Black, I am so gutted. And do you know why? Do you know why I even printed this? Because I saw a tweet earlier and it said Prusament MS Pink back in stock.
I saw that. Yeah.
Well, hey, Christmas has come early. Shut the front door. I'm off to buy a skipful. This is 5 hours since the tweet went. Goes online, sold out. I thought, I must need to log into my account. Logs in, sold out. Honestly, I wanted to just quit right there and then. See, I told you, Christy's always game.
Aye. Right, the link's in your DM in Twitter. Frenzy fails. Can't believe it does fail just occasionally, just occasionally.
So what have you been doing? No, this is what my print. I never sliced. No, to do with me. I'm merely showing it. That's it.
I just popped onto Twitter, so thanks for retweeting the link, Billy. The face pusement is red carmine pet J. I was going to do that. Oh, you mean this? But I've moved it. It was on there. It was there. But damn it!
This is my favourite. These cameras are backwards or something.
No, the right way. They're the right way around. It's just your brain that doesn't work that way. It's really difficult.
Improvement Pet G. I'm not just saying this because I'm an absolute fanboy. It's just amazing.
Even though that you are, but yeah.
I am an absolute fanboy. I look massive compared to you. I look like 5 times bigger than you.
And I'm down here. I could actually pick. My there you go. Is that better? Slightly better.
Nick wants me to get closer to the cam. Come on, Nick, get your webcam out, bro. Come on, Fernando, webcam.
Yeah, Fernando, we know you've got a webcam. I've seen you operate on it before.
6. You can put 6 boxes in here. I've seen Wexer do it.
We'll see how it goes. I'm assuming. I think it said you can. I was going to say that it's not a premium only option. It is a party. It's always a party.
It's not a party. I'm an absolute granddad, honestly.
No.
I
am a granddad. No, I am a granddad, so I take offence at you using that as a derogatory term.
I've had to start drinking Pepsi Max because I'm not doing all. I can't drink Red Bull because I end up sat there at 4 o'clock in the morning like that.
Well, I'm still on I've got the old energy. I told you about this the other week. You should definitely get on that one. It's the boy. Red Bull's so old hat. And this is the one thing. So, with COVID, because all of the ranges in the supermarkets have changed. So we've got a really small Tesco, and normally they don't have this in it. But because obviously they're struggling with some of the lines, they're filling it up with whatever they can get. And Iron Brew is local, so they can get it.
Have you got an affiliate link for that? Go on, post it down below.
What, for Iron Brew? I might have. No, I really should.
3D printing professor in the chat. Is that I'm probably going to say it wrong. Chichimills or Chubimills or.
What's this? I'm actually steaming just
Chibimals. I don't know. I can't say it.
I can't say it either. But I know it. I'd never even heard of it until I saw Joe's video. I didn't even know what they were.
And low poly dinosaurs. I can say low poly dinosaurs.
Exactly. I can say that as well. Yeah, but it's
I think you should do that 3D printing alphabet again for these people, Ian.
To be honest, what I was going to do, I did think about that when you did that, and I thought what we should do is come up with the definitive ones.
Right.
So we had a go at it the other day. So for Chiba Malls.
Chiba Malls. See.
Chiba Malls.
Light speed always to the rest.
Chiba Malls.
Chibi Malls. Chibi Malls. I'll be back. Chiba Malls.
No, I know that, Joe. But what I mean is I saw a recent video and I had to go back and watch the original one because I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. What achievement? So I went back and watched the original one.
Yeah, Ian.
I just to be clear, I invented hexa walls.
Did you? I ain't invented anything.
I didn't, but I just made a hexa wall. So, but I've distracted myself then. What was he saying?
You were talking about alphabets, Ian.
Alphabets, right? So that is exactly what I was talking about. Old, remember? I'm a granddad. The brain goes occasionally. So yeah, Tom. The other night we were chatting away, and he came up with this thing, and I think you'd heard it somewhere else.
which was challenging.
Fully original. This is
fully original. That's right. Tom invented it. Now that I remember, Tom invented this. So it's the same game that you play with all sorts of things like boys' names and girls' names and what have you. So you go through the alphabet and you have to come up with something for each letter of the alphabet, which is 3D printing related. Okay, so the 3D printing related bit, right? So he challenged me to that, and it was kind of live but not live because it was a private stream. So fortunately, my absolute ignorance did not get broadcast to the globe. But it kind of got me thinking that for each one of these letters, there's lots and lots of them, but we should come up with what is the definitive list. What should be A? So I came up with ANET. I think was my answer the other day, but there's lots of different A's for 3D printing. What should the best one be? So in the chat, if we can come up with all of the things, and obviously it's not a democracy. Me and Tom will decide which one we think is the best, and that will be A. That will be our A. And as these streams carry on in the future, as I'm sure they will, even if Tom doesn't remember to join, we will work our way slowly through the alphabet and come up with our definitive list of what we think each of the letters of the alphabet should stand for.
Well, A is definitely not ANET.
No, it shouldn't be ANET. That was the first thing that pops into mind. You are right. Clap your hands, Tom.
No.
Clap your hands.
No.
Try something. Clap your hands.
No.
Just clap.
For fuck's sake.
One. Okay. Oh, look at that. Tom has got the magic clap.
Look at that.
What can we say?
I've always wanted to get the filling in this sandwich.
You'll not hear that phrase very often, but Tom has got the magic clap.
Why are you two so close? You're so right close, and I'm right. Big, massive head sign screen.
Get a bear hug there.
We could.
Do you like a pair of little breasts?
You just move your camera up a bit and you'll be fine. You won't be as bad. So hello, welcome, Chris. How you doing?
I keep all my flashlights up there.
See, Chris needed not even as much time as you did, Tom, to ad hoc jump on a stream. So
Chris is a pro streamer, though. You see, he's always set up. He does this for work and everything.
That's what it is.
Right, got off the Skype call.
No, Skype. Oof, no, not Skype. No,
I'm sorry,
no.
Teams.
Teams is even worse, to be honest with. We just started. I've just started using Teams at work this week, and I don't like at all. So
no, I'm a big Zoom fan. I know they're questioning the security and stuff of Zoom, but it works. It's easy. It's cheap.
It is. I mean, we're using WebEx quite a bit as well, and I think that's good. You must be loving this, Tom. The corporate virtual meeting chat. But yeah. Anyway. So, Chris, how you doing? What you been up to?
Oh, not too much. Busy work day today. Projects are starting to pick back up a little bit here. California's talking about trying to lift some of the restrictions and get people back to work and get them back out in the real world, but they're trying to figure out how to do it without getting everybody back in a hospital.
Right.
So I don't know, it's a hard balance. I mean, I'm not sure how they're going to do it yet, but something needs to happen soon.
Yeah. Oh, it is just crazy. I don't know. I mean, I've said before. When this first kicked off, I was comparing it to, a zombie apocalypse kind of movie. I think it's worse than that. It's more like.
Did anybody else lose sound?
Not me. I'm still here.
Still here.
I just lost Ian.
Yeah. His lips are moving, but.
Hello.
His wire fell out or something.
No. Hello.
Still can't hear him.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him, Chris?
No.
No, I can't hear him.
You're telling lies, Tom. I know when you're telling lies.
Hello. Tom, I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you too, but I can't hear Ian.
No. Little echoey space, but that's about it.
Yeah.
No, the mic's working. I can see it. You're just a pair of liars. A pair of liars.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just muted, and it's done that to me before.
I think I tried sharing my screen, so I might have broke it. I don't know if it worked.
Oh, it's probably your fault then. Yeah. I saw your screen come up and the mouse hovering about, which is all a bit strange. All still on for us.
Tom's the only one that looks like he's gotten a little sun.
I've been outside. I've been curing. I've been painting. I've even done a bit more on Leoric today. Not Leoric, Leonidas. A bit more on him. I've been busy.
That's cool. That is cool.
I've been well busy. I can't get used to which way these cameras go.
No, I'm holding myself to the wall. The wall's the only thing that I can anchor myself to, so I can remember which way they go.
Well,
I'm working my way back up the chat. So, A is not for taco. Just so we're clear, Chris. A is not for taco.
no, it's not a taco.
I'm the filling. You're the taco.
I don't see an awful lot of A's coming in. So come on, guys.
You should just do it, Ian. You go first, and I'll follow you. You first, I'll follow you. If Chris can jump in, Chris can jump in. I don't want to tie him down. He's over that way.
That way.
You start in, and you can't say Ian.
Over there? There? Which way?
There.
You are over there. Just like that. You see, I don't know whether you could see my eye line there going, where's the wall? Oh, okay, all right, okay. Where's the wall on screen? Because I can point at the wall. I am terrible at this, and this was the thing that I said the other day. Being put on the spot, trying to come up with these, was awful. And ABS, yeah. So Joe and
A is for acronym.
A is for. It is.
Ian.
What?
What's yours?
What's mine? Mine was A-net.
No, you can't. That's cheating.
How? How is it cheating?
Because they don't exist.
What's that got to do with anything?
They're not real.
I can't think of anything. I'm on the spot. I can't answer.
Axis. Go on, I'll do that one for you. Axis.
Okay. Go on, Chris.
B?
No, you're still on A.
I'm still on A. Alpha?
Alpha,
yeah. Alpha slicer.
Yeah.
Go on, B, Ian.
B. Board rate.
Board rate, nice. Little bit of pointy face in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to say bed.
Bed.
B. Dude, B's hard. Burrito.
I do sense a theme, Chris. I have to say, I sense a theme.
It's almost supper time here, so.
Well.
3:15. I don't know. B.
I'm surprised Tom's been on this long without having to go for something to eat.
Think. One printer's really short and one of them's really long.
B. Beta tester.
That works.
Yeah.
Black belt.
All right.
Black belt. There you go. But let's go back to. So what did we decide then? So what is the definitive A? Is it ABS? Because I guess it is. It was that shouted that. So Joe and Stephen shouted that ABS.
Bendy bits.
I do like the bendy bits.
I couldn't think about it, honestly. I thought, do you know when you start the game and you think to yourself, yeah, I'm good at this, and then I couldn't think of a thing, and I'm thinking,
yeah, they're
Benchy. Oh, Benchy, obviously. Well,
Benchy.
Spot on, Nando.
Nobody got beer.
I should, having said that we're going to make a definitive list, I'm actually not making a list, so.
No, because only boring people make this scene. Just go with the flow.
I make them all the time, so what are you trying to say?
You better watch it back anyway and make notes.
That's true. So Benchy is definitely though. I think he's spot on. I'm just I'm making a list.
Well, but he's making a list. A, adhesion, additive manufacturing, build volume, brim, bridge. Jesus, get him on.
Odin.
Get him on. Bendy bits. Who is that? So KADB. Is that Karen? The bendy bits in the bar.
I think so. I think it is.
Yeah, as long as we don't have the bendy bits in the bar.
Well, I got a lot of that crap inside that vat today, didn't I? No, didn't I? Got this like when we pulled the print. John, I pulled that print out. Inside the bottom of the vat, there's like just a couple of little bits, not serious, no damage, just like these little bits of partially cured material that where the print wasn't even there. So,
talk amongst yourselves.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
This is where he falls over, right? He falls over, and it just sounds like Legoland falling down, all bits falling everywhere.
This is where he's going to jam up his Mark III back there.
What's that printer we can see there, Ian? What's that? Tinker S.
Is that a form bot?
He wishes that were a form bot.
What is that thing?
What
No,
do I
I
wish?
think it looks like an Everyone. I can see Everyone logo there.
Yep. Everyone, Thinker S.
Thinker, or is it Tinker S?
It's Thinker.
Is it actually Thinker? I thought it was Tinker.
Nice Thinker.
Everyone wants to give them away.
No, so that's the one that parts are on the way from Singapore to get up and running. It has not run since it arrived, so it was a customer return that had lots of things wrong with it. So that's running. As soon as I've got my headphones on, I can't really justify not being running the printers. So I wasn't running them because it was too noisy. So.
What, can you even hear my printers in the background?
No.
I didn't think you could.
Just you can actually hear slight movements every so often, but not bad.
Like it's proper loud sat here.
But then 2 Mark IIs drown everything out, won't they? So what are we on there? Oh, you see the
oh, look at all these.
The chat team have carried on.
Cura, CNC, custom. That's awesome. I didn't think of any of those words.
Cura. I'm sorry, but I can't allow Cura.
Oh, see, look, I figured it out. Look, there we go. Look, I'm same size. Look, there we go. I can lay down.
You could just point your camera up a bit. It would have been fine.
I don't want to point my camera up because my background only goes to there. So why would I point my background up?
It's fair enough. Did Cadafd ever tell us who they are? Cadafd.
C is for coupling.
Coupling. I prefer coupling. CNC. Yeah, because that's what they are. Cartesian. I like Cartesian. CAD. Yes.
Cranky. That's Ian. Well said.
Always.
Cranky.
Uh-huh.
Corona.
No.
Ian's going to be getting that with his Tinker S parts.
If we go back to the beginning, A is for alcohol, B is for beer, C is for Corona. Lose it at D.
See, if you asked him to do it in food, he'd come up with 5 for each. I guarantee it.
Exactly. Food would be a solid thing. Food, booze. Yeah, no problem. We can do that.
It is Karen. Damn it! It is Karen. It's the same person we thought it was.
So is that hyphenated or is that her middle name?
I don't know. I always recognise people more, so I know that Karen's got an Anycubic printer.
Oh, it's Karen Dammit.
Yeah, Karen Dammit's got an Anycubic printer.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. C is for crusty.
Damn it, it's Karen. At least put it backwards. Someone put that on Twitter the other day, and it was like in the middle of the conversation, and I had a little private laugh about that. Is it me or is it Ian frozen? It looks like he's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
I thought it was quiet.
No, I got to reach through Tom. What, Willie?
He's gone. He's gone. Where's he gone? He's nowhere even to be seen. No sound. And I bet he's messaging me. I'm just going to pretend I can't see it. Come on, Ian. What have you done? Where's he gone? We've lost it. See, he's messaging me now. Let's have a look. Come on, Ian. What's going on here?
Let me in.
Oh, his computer's crashed.
Tell me he needs to upgrade from that old Pentium.
He's always telling me he's Mr. Computer was in, and now he's crashed.
Yeah.
He's gone now. He's like that. Does stream stay up? I'm like, yeah, mate. We've got control of your YouTube, right? Yep. I'm gonna get naked. You know, for a fact, he's running around that shed now, having a proper micro panic.
No, let's see.
But normally it does, doesn't it? It's StreamYard, so normally it does go off when the host goes. So we're probably just talking to each other. I don't know if anyone can see us.
No, we're still live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Can Ian get back in?
I don't know.
Well, this is going to be funny, is this?
Of course, I'm going to get blamed. I think I'm the first official guest on the show since you're supposed to be cast, right?
There you go.
Blame it on me.
I like that chair.
Bill said it. C is for crash.
C is for crash. Oh, well, but can see us. He can see us, so it's just Ian that's gone.
Yeah.
He'll be putting it back together. D for drama. That's not 3D printing related. Oh, no, I suppose it is. That really is 3D printing related.
Yeah, very much so.
I can't believe Ian's left me here alone. I feel like I should be swearing and everything.
Ian's in the chat now.
Ian's in the chat. Hey up, Ian. Fancy seeing you here on your YouTube channel. It's a lot about.
Had to switch to iced coffee today. It actually warmed up quite a bit.
Any good?
Not bad. Not bad. It's the caffeine hits you faster when it's cold.
I've been drinking Pepsi Max for the last couple of days because I was saying to Ian earlier, obviously I normally drink a couple of Red Bulls. I'm normally crazy out with work and stuff like that, but not been at home and actually not been crazy. It's like you can't be drinking 3 or 4 Red Bulls a day. You're like this all day.
Yeah, you get pretty wired.
You
fall asleep in the garden.
Twice. I couldn't believe it when I fell asleep on stream the other night, honestly. I honestly couldn't believe it. And it's when I woke up and I'm looking, I'm thinking, I've moved.
Need to get a camera out there.
Where's Ian? Come on, Ian. Get your sim back in there, Mr. Technical Difficulties.
Oh, he said it works better for him.
Possibly does. Sit on his ass.
Yeah.
Can you swear on YouTube like you can on Discord? Twitch?
Depends if he's monetized or not.
I suppose he's got all child-friendly videos and that, hasn't he? So probably best not.
Yeah. So I don't know. We could start auctioning off his printers, though.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll start with his Tinker S. He said Tinker, didn't he?
Something like that.
All right, then. Let's start the bidding for a Tinker S. I'll start at $1.
It's an airy one. I'll throw in five rolls of filament with it.
When did I didn't even really notice that they started making printers. That's obviously the filament came out, and I've still got one of those like filament pause devices in my drawer that came from Charlie Pan, the original Area 1 guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. I didn't even know. And then same as I saw somebody share Shea Street shared a printer earlier called King Rune, or a brand. I've never heard of it in my life. Like I've seen a lot more printers recently that I've never seen ever.
But they look just like all the other printers.
Oh yeah, definitely. They look all like the other printers, but like with certain things. But like I were on Monoprice UK's website earlier. It just came up on an advert, so I just thought I'd have a click, and I just like looking at printers. I'd never buy one because I suppose it's just much of the muchness into it. Everybody's just you end up using it for a week and then you need to fix it again.
Yeah, it's not like the workhorses.
I've got a gap. Look, wait a minute. Let me get. Look, I've got a gap.
Where's it at now? I thought you finished it.
No, honestly, I've started to do it, and every time I was streaming with Vedran and Forces and trying to stream and I found myself putting like 4 screws in like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like one stream, all I did we'll build that. That's 4 screws in a whole stream. 4 screws.
Well, it does take a little bit of skill to get the right back piece on the right side.
Well, that's true, yeah. And I had to decide which button, whether to have a grey with a gold insert or to have gold with a grey insert.
I think you made a wise choice.
I didn't. I asked everybody else who were on stream to pick, because I'd put it on 3 or 4 times to the point where it was nearly falling off.
Ian's still in the chat.
I know, Ian. What are you doing?
Sleep.
What when I fell asleep? No, they were all sat talking, and I was sat there, and it were about 10 minutes before the end, and I just remember going sideways like that, and then waking up, and everybody were looking at me.
Oh, Brandon, you got to pay shipping too.
And import charges. Right, Ian, we've sold one of your printers. What's next? MK2. Right, who wants an MK2? We'll start.
I'll take that one. Let's pull that off the auction.
Sorry, we're moving on. We've had a commission from senior staff. What else has he got? He's got an MK3. I love that. Yeah. In fact, Ian, I'm on my way.
I think he's got a cassette tape collection we could sell off.
Yeah, Bill. No, Bill. I put the 4 screws in, and then I fell asleep. So I did the task. I did what was asked of me. I think it's so funny that we're sat here on Ian's YouTube live and Ian's not.
I don't know how those guys can sit there and spit out models and actually converse and talk. And
I don't honestly. How they sat there sculpting like that veteran were doing the tongue on the bus that he's working on. I nearly said its name then. Doing the tongue on the bus that he's working on, and to watch him to do it, I wouldn't have ever thought it would done like that. Yeah. And then to watch how much detail he went into, and then how he put it in, and they were talking the whole time, and they were explaining what they were doing as they were doing. No, I couldn't slice and tell somebody how to slice at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, same. All right, Ian's laughing at us.
If I've not been laughing at us, Ian, I'll just click end. I'll leave.
Could you just put up the "We'll be back" screen and just leave it going? See how long the stream will go with nobody in it.
I'll message his mum. She'll tell him he's got to come back.
Oh, he's doing a Windows update.
He's doing a Windows update. Typical old man, honestly. You don't need updates. If it works, it works.
Oh, that's insane. Well, it's a good thing I jumped in then. Otherwise, you'd be talking to yourself.
I'd be sat here alone. Can you imagine that? And he'd leave me. He'd leave me sat here alone as well. He's just starting OBS now because he's got to mess about with his little graphics and have his little name in the bottom corner. Yeah, where's his names? He hasn't put his names up. Look, I put my name in and he's not put it up.
Oh, but we're powered by StreamYard. It says so up there.
Over there.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Weird.
I think it's because my laptop's here, my camera's up there, and I think the camera's flipped compared to what the laptop is. It's weird.
I've never done those VR things. Is that what VR's like? Is like trying to get your relative bearing on?
Yeah, and then you fall down an hole that's not really there.
Yeah. I don't think I could do that. All right, Windows, quick make a glove puppet for emergencies.
I can't believe I knocked this off the bed.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, look at how nice it was as well. Look at that. Honestly, oh, look, he's put his names on. It's like he's lifting.
Well, you have a hole saw? Take where it's at on the top right there. Take a hole saw, core it down, and you got a nice like pen holder.
Put Red Bull in it. Hey yo, difficulties back.
Yeah, I've absolutely no idea whether it'll stay back.
Right, so really important now that you're back. Can you set my name in, because at the minute it's to the left.
No.
Oh right.
Oh, the bidding was up to I think $1 plus shipping.
Yeah, we've sold your area one tinker.
It's too late. I had a side bid going on while you were waffling on, so that's it. It's away.
Oh dang! Sorry, Brandon. You're out of luck.
Yeah, sorry, Brandon. He's an Indian giver.
It went for 75 pence.
But your Mark III and your Mark II are gone. We'll send you shipping info on
that. Okay, fair enough. Okay. As if.
So come on, Ian, show some things. What have you been working on? What have you been doing? I failed at this print, and that's all I've got to add.
Well, I've mainly been working on PPE, so I've not been doing anything. It's been a most depressing time. What can I say?
With that multi-material going wild.
I've just been running these things like crazy. Oh man, that coloring is off. Just
Is that PPE orange as well?
Yeah.
That's nice. That.
I've been taking the orange ones, and so my son-in-law is an AV installer, so that's kind of a trade here. So they're still considered essential and working, like a construction trade, right? So the job sites he's on are hard hat and mask and everything. They've got to wear the big orange vents. So I've been taking the orange ones and giving it to him to give out to the people at the job site there, since it goes with the whole international safety orange stuff. And yep, same.
I got to start selling them.
Different model, obviously, but same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then that is mainly what I've been printing, which is my slight modification on the RC3 Prusa version. And all I did was cut down the height a bit and get rid of the lettering just to try and speed it up. So that's I think there's three of them. What was that? Sorry.
How much speed difference did it make?
I don't know, because I'm using a Tom profile, so it all sped up anyway than compared to what I was doing previously. So an hour and a half each they're taking. So they're all right, and that's on the Mark IIs and the Mark III. So hour and a half each, and then I'm doing 8 of the bottom pieces in 3 hours. So that's a decent rate they're now churning out. So. I
had mini going on those, and I worked out about they could print the 6 at the same time, the 4 MK3 finish at the same time, and then you just put them together. And then it kind of was sitting with me. Oh, does it look right that there's one yellow piece and a red piece, but it doesn't matter, does it?
I had a load like that, to be fair. So and the guy at work that I'm working with, I think it really upset him because there was a load of red headbands and green reinforcement strips, and he said, "Oh, have you not got any that are the same?" I'm like, "I don't think so, no." But I've got a load the other way around because I just put them in.
Yeah.
But
didn't you use a pop bottle at one point for one of those things?
I used a Pepsi Max bottle just because I didn't have anything else, just to test it out. So yeah, I used that. Unfortunately, the Pepsi Max bottle's got ripples in the wall at the side, so it didn't look that good. But they do look a lot better, although it was a lot more difficult to assemble with 1 milli thick PET. So no, they're good. But that's, like I say, that has really taken over everything and stopped me doing the stuff that I was wanting to do. That's one of my water wheels.
Hamster wheel's nearly finished now. Look at that.
All right. So you can just make out maybe that it's each one of these little bits is to take the water, and it's got a twin brother. So that is it's Filamentum iron grey, I think. Iron grey.
Water go-kart?
No, not quite. But yeah, so basically a model of a water wheel, and there's other bits lying about. I don't know that I was doing, but it's on the back burner for now. It gives me time to finish the rest of the model because I was working my way through finishing the rest of it. So I'll get onto that probably in the next couple of weeks and try and finish it off. So go on, Tom. You go. What else?
There's 13 people watching us, mate. That must be mental. Them 13 people.
Aye, they are. I actually say that's what I've lost. I've lost the chat when I came back in. Oh, the people are all back. Fantastic. And it was Karen, wasn't it? The Kadaft.
Yeah.
In the end, yeah, that's what I thought.
So go on, Tom. What? I've just been for about 25 minutes, entertaining your audience, your
Mike,
guests.
no, I think you tweeted it out, so I think it's your audience. All right, so that's something else that I'm in the middle of doing, which is again difficult to see. I try and get my torch just shining the right way on it. But that is will be a Superman statue, which is by my pal Tarek Saber, and that is filamentive RPG. So some bits of that, and that was I was literally in the middle of printing that when all this hit, so stopped. This is a kind of smaller version of it that I was testing on. So he's made some changes to the cape for me so that it'll print a little bit better for me.
You've got a troll in chatting.
A troll.
Yeah.
Who?
That guy there that works for Creality.
There we go. So that was it, and then I was working on a couple of videos because I was determined to start putting more videos out. I'm always determined every time I put a video out. I think, right, okay, this will be the start, and I'll start doing more videos. But no, it just hasn't happened. So the Thinker S, I was going to do a video for that. I was in the middle of doing a video of the Filamentive Moss Grey matte PLA. What else? The water wheel, obviously, I was going to do as well.
The matte moss grey. Do you know what I like about that filament? Everything apart from the name, because it's like green, isn't it? It is green.
It's definitely green. Yeah, it is green. So.
And I suppose moss is green, but
moss is green, but it isn't grey. It isn't grey by any stretch of the imagination.
That looks like the patina that you get on copper or brass.
Yeah.
It's exactly what sort of colour it is, but a little bit flatter with it being a matte finish. And it's called matte moss grey.
It's kind of a neat color.
What's that silver thing behind you?
Silver thing behind me.
Yeah.
Where?
Behind you. A bit further, lean a bit further. Yeah, that silver thing right there.
It's Wonder Woman. This one.
Nice. Have you used some string?
It's just gold thread.
Oh, that's the lasso.
To make the
Nice.
the lasso of truth, is it, or something like that? But yeah, you know that I'm not a big fan of printing this sort of thing. So all of these are pretty much Tarek Saber's stuff that I do, and I don't know, I like them. They're really good. And then that one, that's my favourite because I am a bit of a Batman freak. I do like Batman, and this is the Batman Beyond.
I've never really printed many Batman.
So that is in Chroma's matte black PLA. So
it's more like Nightwing.
It's Batman Beyond Batman. So
I'm just
is that a layer shift on that print, Tom?
Where?
Timothy wants to know.
Oh, see, he knows how to get me. He knows how to get me. I was like that. What?
Are you sure? What?
Where? I can't see it.
Get the flashlight.
Yeah.
Find it.
So go on, Tom.
What now, Tom?
Tell it. Well, I'm going on my screen. I'm going left to right.
Right.
So go on. You tell us what you're up to.
Right now, I'm live streaming with you. Oh, you mean earlier? Right. So For anybody that hasn't seen, I've done this. For anybody that has seen, I apologise for showing you it twice. I painted it purple, and then added a bit of silver to it. And I'm not getting technical because it wasn't technical. It was just a bit of paint in a pot. That's it. For the roast stream I'm doing, I'll send you a picture of my printer. Be nice on it, though. Be nice to it.
pics of your printers for the roast stream tonight. I have no idea what that is.
I don't know, but if he's going to roast my printer, I definitely want to see that.
Aye.
I thought ANETs were the only printers that roasted. ANET A8s, they stop roasting.
I never forget when someone took them a fire extinguisher, didn't they?
That was last year at Murph. That was Tim.
Wait, Tim. That's brilliant. Well done, Tim. See, why does he keep disappearing? Look, he's going to disappear. He's going to sit down. Then his computer's going to break.
Probably, aye. No, I was just checking. I do occasionally pay attention to my prints as they're going along, so I just thought I'd have a little look.
I'm going to do this more often. I'm going to sit behind the print like that. It works so much better.
In what way?
Well, it's just I can hide behind it. So yes, I did that. I did this Superwoman by Eastman, and I love his. He puts his signature in the models, and I love how nice it is.
Cool. Eastman stuff. I do love his stuff. To be fair.
Stock Mark III, of course. And then again, I failed at that one, and that's about it, really. Oh, and I did the little blue alien.
It's not a fail. It's an opportunity to customize.
And this was like when you print with the PO poly, you have like a little millimeter of resin left. Or when you tip it back in the bottle, that's like it's like 100 mil or whatever, which is pretty much like 2 full tanks for a photon. So I was talking to Chris, and he was helping me tweak the resin settings because that deft resin is slightly tweaked for printing big. So we had to tweak it slightly for the photon, and he helped me through some settings. And first time I was absolutely gobsmacked because I hate that printer. It's never worked for me. And then that was the first go with chip tube box and the new settings and the new resin, and it worked first time. And I didn't paint the bottom.
Superb. I do love looking at resin prints. I just don't want to do them.
That's what I used to say.
Yeah. So go on, Chris. What are you up to? What have you been up to other than printing those shiny orange?
I don't know.
What have you got planned?
Well,
he's cold. He's from Scotland. He's freezing. He's sat in a shed right now. It's about -35. I'm not joking. You can. I'm not even messing about. Sorry, Chris.
Explains the insulation.
No, that's what else is growing.
Well, I just finished a commission print. I think I talked about this on the other stream the other night, but commission print of these little boxes for an electrical company, and the goal was to produce 50 of them for them. So I was using the Phenom to do it, and I was able to do 10 at a time in resin.
Yep.
And it was like 10 of them was about an 8-hour print on the Phenom. Just that would have been roughly 24 hours at least on a FDM printer. I mean, it was a huge time savings, but
yeah.
I ended up going through over 10 liters of resin. It was about, each batch of 10 was about a liter of resin,
right?
Or a kilogram, however you want to measure it. A big bottle, and that's how many fails it took to the other 5 bottles of resin were all the fails, just trying to get it right.
Right. Oh.
So I finally got the process on that down. I don't know, Tom, what else?
He's missing an important bit of information out.
Oh yeah. I took a right here. I was cleaning the print and cutting off the supports. It went through the print straight into my hand like that. So no feeling in here.
I'm not quite that bad. Let me see if I can just get it on camera. But just a little bit of scuffs on the knuckles. They were sliced the other day by my very sharp knife that I wasn't paying attention to, which is not the first time and definitely will not be the last time. Right, okay. So I clean up. So these things have been the occasional little knobbles on them or whatever, and I just get my scribing knife that I use to lift stuff off the bed and just run it round. And I was distracted and looked the other way and went, that quite hurt. Sure enough, drew blood. So
Tim said that the Anycubic, while we were talking about resin earlier, Anycubic wash and cure station is legit. Now I've seen that, but
is it not a bit small?
But it's not big enough.
That's the problem. If they made if there was somebody that made something that were that big, then it'd be great. It'd be great for the photon. And I saw Uncle Jesse. I think don't quote me on this. I probably got it wrong. The Elegoo Saturn or something like that, a slightly bigger Mars, and that I saw that earlier, and that looks quite well put together. That looks quite decent size. It's like in between a photon and a phenom. Looks well built. I might be happy with one of those.
Yeah, I mean, we need for the phenom, we need something about the size of a phone booth.
Yeah. No joke. Honestly, it's no joke. It's like
that print that you showed before was just crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy. And like I say, the quality of them and everything, I understand, but just the process. Like I say, it feels like science class to me, rather than shop. And I much prefer shop than science class.
It does great work. That was all the phenom. I mean, there's a couple of flaws. Can't line it up. There's a couple of flaws in there, and there's a line right here. Well, the flaws are all right where that line is. That was my fault. I was running low on resin and I paused it, so it lifted it out. And when it comes back down, you can sometimes get that little line.
Right.
You've got time as well when you don't pause it, you've got to wait, and you can only tip so much, even though you could keep going, because when it starts to cure, if you tip it in, it moves it over. And then it cures, so it's like an FDM layer shift. So you have to just tip a little bit in, wait till it lifts up, tip a little bit more in. And when it's that bloody big, it's there forever like that.
It's crazy.
You get a ripple in there, and you're ripple in the resin, and it just flows it out. The best way I've learned to do it is when it's doing its raise. It's doing its peel move and do it lift. I pour it across the top of the build plate. When it's doing its peel, and it just goes down the sides and trickles in.
Why are the vats in most resin printers so short? Why aren't the vats taller? Because if the print goes in, the vat could be 3 times taller, and you could put, not that you'd fill it right up, but essentially you could fill it right up.
Okay, so here, let me throw it to you like this, right? You have a glass of water, and you stick one finger in it, it's going to overflow just a tiny bit, right? Full glass of water. You stick your hand in it, it's going to overflow that half the glass.
Mm-hmm.
So the bigger that build plate is, the taller and the bigger it is, the less room there is in the vat for resin. That's why they try to make it as thin as possible.
You can see Tom trying to work that one out.
I can't work that one out. That's I've just completely, but that's just melted my brain.
Oh dear. Who have we still got in the chat, by the way?
Bill 3D said it is the Saturn. Yeah, I watched Uncle Jesse share that. He didn't know any price on it yet, and he was just doing like an official outlook of what it were like from him taking out box, sharing his experience. It looked nice. I'd love an SL1 though, Prusa SL1 and CW1. Like that thing.
I love the build of that. I love, but I think I would just have to have it on a shelf and never use it, because I don't think I could bring myself to be a chemist. But the anything that Prusa does is good. They know how to do quality, don't they?
It's like how that vat lifts up and down and moves to create less peel and that sort of thing. Yeah.
They need an auto refill system. That's
I've seen a couple of resin printers that do that sort of. You put like I'm sure Fortis Mint were telling me about one where you put the bottle in a cartridge at the back, and it takes as much resin as it needs. It didn't sound cheap, but he definitely mentioned it. Chris is tweeting again. Chris is always tweeting though.
Lives
on Twitter.
Workday.
Yeah. What time is it there?
Huh?
What time is it with you?
Almost 1600.
Wow, it's like 12 o'clock here.
Yeah. 8 hours, right?
Yeah. We actually there's normally a period of about 2 hours where we're not in touch because of time, where he's just going to sleep and I'm just sort of getting up and just sort of in the middle of breakfast sort of time, that sort of time there. Or if he gets up a bit, there's like an hour because he'll be going back to bed for 10 minutes.
I just got another snooze. Power snooze.
You get power snooze.
Power snooze, yeah. Well, after my knee surgery, I've been sleeping on the couch a lot.
I keep falling asleep on the couch.
You can or you can't?
I do. I have been just recently. I've been falling asleep, not on purpose.
I can't accidentally fall asleep on the couch. I've never been able to just, watching TV doze off. I mean, even if I'm drunk off my ass, I can't fall asleep on the couch unless I'm laying down intentionally trying to sleep.
I can fall asleep anywhere. I can fall asleep live as a show.
You can fall asleep on a live stream, yeah.
Fall asleep sat in garden. Fall asleep. And I can fall asleep anywhere. Fall asleep like when Ian drove home from TCT.
He was well gone. He was gone almost before we pulled out our gap back.
Yeah, I can't do that. But since my surgery, I've been sleeping on the couch because it's so narrow. It forces me to keep my legs straight.
Right.
So, if I'm on the bed, I'll start bending it, spread out, and it forces me to keep that straight. But the wife has to get up to start working with everybody working from home. The wife gets up and starts working before me. So she gets up in the morning, I'll move from the couch to the bedroom, we'll kind of swap positions.
Nick's right there. Nick normally says morning and I say good night.
That's true. That is true.
Where's Nick's webcam though? I still don't understand. Do you know what, Ian? Do you know if you send a StreamYard link to Nick on Twitter, if Nick clicks on that link on his phone, Nick can actually sit there and do this StreamYard from his phone. Using his phone.
The link.
And
he's got the link. The link is in the group chat that he's in.
And
he's got the link. And he's just
16th birthday today, so there's no way that everybody's sleeping. Little Nick's there saying, "Go on, Nick, get your sin on there." Little Nick's all for it, and Big Nick's just letting us.
Unless, of course, you have to remember that Nick is. We're seeing Nick actually posting there, but it might not be Nick. It might be Little Nick. No, because she was impersonating him the other day.
No, it's definitely Big Nick because I haven't been insulted yet. So if it were Little Nick,
no, that's true. That is true. I've threatened. We haven't been threatened. So if it was Little Nick, then we've definitely been threatened by now.
All right, here we go. I just sent him the link again, just so we know that he has it. He can't say it doesn't work.
So, Tim, you like StreamYard, but it's only 720p. What offers similar to StreamYard, like what we've got here, where it's easy to set up, and this is for you as well, Chris. And then we can not have it 720. We can not have it in potato version.
As far as I know, there isn't anything. Even Zoom is 720p.
See, that's Little Nick. That one there, shut it, you lot. That's Little Nick. I guarantee.
That sounds it.
Go on, you were saying, Chris.
Oh, I don't know if one that'll do 1080p.
At the moment as well, you may well find that when all this is over, that StreamYard has got 1080p up the sleeve, but a lot of companies are reducing it down.
Why?
Just to preserve the bandwidth on the millions of people that are suddenly working from home and using all of that thing, and also
like
all the millions of people that are working from home and using Netflix as well.
Yeah. Like Tom 3D, when Tom 3D streams, you can tell what shampoo he uses. That's how clear it is. Like I look at that guy's. Honestly, sometimes I don't even watch the videos. I just watch the setup and how clean it is and how crispy has his lighting and how his backdrops are set up and also like when he's live streaming, he's so calm. Like I don't know if there's anybody in the background, but he always looks to actually be alone and there's all that chat going on. And even when something goes wrong, like a camera goes out, he's like stone cold. I love it.
Consummate professional. Unlike myself.
3D making of Joe, it's same. He's exactly the same. Like when he's great, and then when he gets that printer and he gets that zoom cam on, and boom.
The thing is, I guess if you use the right type of cameras, I'm sat using a Logitech camera, which says it's 1080p, but it's 1080p according to Logitech. So it's not going to be as good as a decent camera.
The problem is like I use the webcam, this Logitech C whatever it is, 1080, and I use that because it plugs into USB. I've got a 4K camera. If somebody can tell me how in the world you use that camera to stream as your camera,
well, that's the thing. You can't. Even if you're streaming straight to YouTube, you can't stream at 420. I mean, I got the Logitech Brio, the 4K Logitech Brio, and I'll use that to shoot video in 4K. But I'm using the C920. I think my work computer is either a 920 or 922. Can't tell the difference. Got the two little blue lines on it.
Yeah, that's why I've got two little blue curved outside. Two little speakers.
Yeah, I'm just using that for the mic and the camera on my work computer just for conferencing. But
I'm using that that for a microphone. It plugs in, and again, you just plug it in through USB, so it works well.
I've got a USB pre, and I could plug this in if we wanted to, but
Don't show Ian that is like that.
Yeah, I don't need to break that out right now though.
I could show you the one that I was using before that was just too noisy. So
capture card, right? Tim says capture card.
There you go. So that's what I was using.
Yeah, I mean I have a Sony and Sony 4K camcorder and a Cam Link also. And I use that for recording or shooting videos, but for streaming, it's just going to compress it down anyway.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're using this and you're then squashing more than a couple of people in there, then it's probably pointless anyway. It's pointless anyway.
Little Nick's here now. Right, little Nick, please, will you tell Big Nick to get his webcam or his phone out because he's letting us down.
Yep.
It's not acceptable. Please, little Nick.
Oh, she was pirating.
She's plays Sea of Thieves.
So Karen and Nick were.
Wait, I thought game night was Wednesday. I thought their game night was Wednesday night. Why is she pirating tonight?
Yeah, they have Wednesday night, isn't it?
It's every night, not games night. No.
So Nick's trying to join now, so that's when I should take off and get on my next conference call.
Come on, Nick, where are you at? Have you sent us the link? It's coming. This is going to be so good. Big Nick, bring a pot, Nick. Make sure you bring a pot with you.
Oh wait,
there he is.
Is it? Yes! And look at how much better I look. See, now that Nick's turned, you get that wide shot. Look at perfect.
Welcome, Nick. Oh.
Everybody's looking in the background now thinking, wait a minute, it's all changed. I need to hide that. I need to move that.
Wow.
Not me.
Yeah, with that weird angle of that beam right there.
He's wedged in that way. He's on Pepsi.
Oh, that's cheap.
Oh, look at that. He's not even using a vessel. He's a real
exactly.
How you doing, Nick?
No sound.
So go down to the bottom, Nick. If you can hear me left-hand side, you'll see a mute button. It's there to see if you can unmute it.
That's you muted yourself.
Right, now you're unmuted. Let me talk.
I'll be right back.
You might need to plug your mic in.
You might have to click on the cam mic and get your audio.
Yeah, if you see the middle button that's got the cog, the cam mic, if you click on that, it'll say... Yeah, we got him.
Bullied into it.
Get out of here. Yeah, good. We can definitely hear you.
It's always good to bully somebody onto the stream.
I know he's going to proper abuse us now, Ian. After this goes off, he's going to be so mean tomorrow.
How's it going, Nick? You well?
Not bad. Yeah, it's, same as everyone else, going a little bit insane in the
just a little bit.
I was saying earlier on Twitter, it's like I don't go out often, go to work, come home. That's about it, really. I like to come home and print and that sort of stuff, so I don't go out. But when you physically can't go out, it's like, Jesus, I feel like I've not been out for 10 years. It's only been, in reality, like 3 weeks, and I've been out twice or something shopping in that time. I feel like I've been inside forever.
Well, I actually really enjoy going out. Like, even if it's just to go and wander around something or go just not be in.
Yeah.
So I normally get home from work, set a print going or something, and then we'll like go off out somewhere.
Get dog and off you go.
Well, yeah, get the dog, take him out for a walk around something, or even if it's just going to the traffic centre or something, literally just somewhere to go and not be in the house. So this last few weeks has been absolutely painful for me. Nick outside actually enjoys staying in the house. So, but I think he's even starting to get a nick a little bit.
Tim, for work, I blow shit up for a living. Like literally, no joke. We blow stuff up for a living. But no, it's a crazy time.
It has gone mental, and I mean, my wife, just like you, Nick, she would, she'll be in the house for 5 minutes and she wants to go out again, and this is driving her absolutely doolally.
Yeah.
And I'm not as bad. I've got all my toys around me, so and I'm fairly easy. And there's little Nick. Yeah. You see, Karen was trying to block you there. I saw little Nick. So,
yeah, little Nick. Karen's going to block you. She said, if you go to the screen now, you block.
She's just blocking you. That's just like that. No, it is. It's climbing a wall. Lovely. Nice, Chris.
Do you know that's about 15 times bigger than I thought it was?
I think I can salvage it.
Yeah.
What's it going to be, like a post Easter egg bird nest?
Yeah. Well, this part is not salvageable, but this is for these the folding paper towels.
Oh yeah.
I roll towels here, so design this to go like on the back of the toilet, so you can set it on the back of the toilet, and we can get the industrial towels.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it'll work until I can print one that doesn't come hairy. That's disappointing.
Tim wants to know, Chris, if that's a Rollybot AC unit in the back that he sees.
The broken one? Yes.
As if when we were streaming the other day, that's the first thing I asked you, what's that in called?
Yeah. Tim, that's a broken Rollybot.
It looked like a pallet on steroids, because if you look to the right of it, it looks like it's got PTFE tubes coming out behind that bruiser. So it looks like a giant pallet.
Which one?
That white thing in corner, to right side, on camera, it looks like the pipes go down. Yeah. And if you looked at right, on screen, it looks like PTFE tube going to back of printer.
Oh, right here?
The world's biggest pallet.
That's them. So I'm thinking, wow, that's some sort of massive colour switcher.
No, it does have a dehydrator built in. Maybe I could turn it into a filament dryer.
I just put my air conditioner on today. I came in here today, no heating on last night, and it was 32 degrees inside here.
Perfect time for printing blue.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea as well. That's perfect, because I've checked the orientation with the photon for the MK3 parts so that I can get all the support underneath. And I've been messing about with the infill. You can put like 25% infill and so on. I don't know how that's going to relate to strength, whether it's stronger just to do it at full 100% infill, or whether 25% resin infill.
For the MK3 parts, you're going to want to print them solid. The only thing that you probably will not be able to fit on the photon is the LCD.
Well, as it happens, I've got something else that'll fit on.
What?
As it happens, I've got something it will fit on.
Really? That's tall enough?
Just.
SO1 it won't fit. Same size screen. The other one, the INZ box, a tight fit.
Well, I saw you just squeeze that one, but I might try them on the Phenom and see where we go, because I saw some settings where you can sort of overcure as if you was at 30 degrees, like if you were printing cooler at say 25 degrees.
Right.
Somebody said that if I print at the 25 degree settings, even though I'm at 30 degrees, it should sort of counteract the bigger screen, hopefully.
A little bit, yeah. You don't want to overheat the screen on the Phenom, though.
Yeah, and P.O. Poly also said not to do like a full batch of parts, just do the couple of parts at a time.
Yeah, because if you get too much, your peel will be off. It'll be unbalanced. So it'll peel harder on one side than another.
Did you bring a pot with you, Nick?
I've got eggs, because it's on here.
Tim, I've got 50 amps run out to my little office here. So
that one that we saw on Facebook, that one where that guy had painted your egg, that was freaking awesome.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy a guy on Facebook took Nick's egg and he painted the separate parts with palette, and then he put a bunny rabbit on the shield bit that Nick closed out, and multi-material, all using that paint feature. But it looks
amazing,
so good.
There's two different pictures inside it, wasn't there? There was a heart and a bunny, I think it was. This was actually Nick's idea. This one. Can't take credit for this one.
I can't.
Why not? Why not?
What were the goals?
Nick's idea.
Don't we all look better now that we're all widescreen rather than Ian with his silly sausage reel straight up and down?
That one. Printing that filament Tom gave me.
Yeah, that's cool. That one, it changes colour.
The Audi egg.
That was crazy when I took it outside.
You don't expect it, do you? That's what I'm saying. And that's right with your street art.
I think it was the one sunny day we've had so far. And as soon as it steps outside, it turned blue. And I'm trying to get a picture of it changing colour.
Yeah.
Or like a little video of changing colour. And I couldn't keep it white long enough.
I've got a purple that's a little bit darker, and that's quite cool as well.
So that was that one. Then I did that version of it.
What filament's that one?
This is the Night Sky.
Oh, Polyalchemy Night Sky.
Night Sky, I think it is, yeah.
That's nice. That looks nice.
Came out good. Shiny, short. Helps.
I like how they're deeper inset. Like hands. Yeah.
It was kind of like when I did that one.
Yeah.
And I looked at them and thought it'd be nice if we could make these drop in, but I wasn't sure how I'd do it.
You know what would be cool with something like that is if you did that dual extrusion one and you printed it in a white filament and then the colour change filament as a second bit, and then when you went outside in the sun, then the second bit would appear.
You can't see, so it's all flat and then it just appears.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's built inside it and then it shines through it.
Yeah. And then there's that one, just a little simple one that I did for people to paint.
Oh, Chris did that one as well, didn't he?
Chris did that in big one.
Yeah. Oh, the bow?
That came out really well.
Oh, that one that came out good.
This is when the A10M was kind of behaving. It had a good day.
For an hour.
Just long enough to get that egg out.
Yeah.
We need to get you a new hot end for that A10.
Yeah. And then this one. I think this one's my favourite this year.
Do you know where there is one? Where we can get one? Have you seen one on eBay or out?
For the A10?
Yeah.
I'd convert it to an E3D.
Come on, Google Foo. Send links to me what we need.
I just need to print an adapter and stick an E3D on it.
Even with mixer?
No, not for the mixer. Mixer, you got to stick with the A10.
Yeah, because otherwise
it's doing a mixer.
What's
I
that?
think that's the Cyclops or something that E3D makes.
Yeah, Cyclops or Chimera or something it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, you can. Those aren't mixing though. They're meant to switch, but they tell you they don't use it to mix. Otherwise, it'll jam.
I don't care.
Yeah, we're going to use it, aren't we, Nick?
I'm sick of the mixing now. I just want something that works.
Yeah, stick an E3D V6 on it, or a light even.
It'd be nice if we could keep the two colors, because that's the only pins I can do stuff like this on. But problem is it's not working more than it works.
Don't you have an original palette, Tom?
What's that?
Don't you have like a palette 1?
A palette 1?
Yeah, the first gen palette.
Yeah, I need to fix it though.
You can fix it.
You end up banging your head against the wall.
You fix it. You can have it. If you fix it, you can have it. That's the deal. I'm game. And it's just something to do with, right? It feeds in, and then when it gets to the last gear where it wants to go out, it won't come out. So I think I don't know. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know. And I've got a palette too, and that's broke as well, just in case anyone wondered.
Just wrecking them.
Do you know what else you do?
I think you're just wrecking them on purpose so that it makes the Prussian ones look good.
Do you know when palette 3 comes out? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy it, and I guarantee it doesn't work. But there's no offense. I'm not insulting Mosaic when I say that, because I've seen people with them that work. I've seen people with them that don't work. Same with MMU. I think it's just a level of where we're at with technology. They're both fantastic machines. One's really expensive. One's not so much expensive. One I really like. One I don't like.
I think the thing that attracted me most to the palette was actually what ended up being the biggest turnoff for me. I mean, the biggest thing that attracted me to it was that it wasn't stuck on an MK3. I could use it on any machine. But that just changed my slicing process from one program to drop it into another program to, you know what I mean? The tool chain to actually get a print turned into a pain in the ass.
Karen says outlay same price as a printer. No, Karen, you could probably get, if you bought like say an Ender 3, you could probably get what? 4 Ender 3s for price of a pallet. Or
yeah, pallet's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah,
3 or 4 of them on a good day, something like that. Not that I'd advise you buy an Ender 3.
Yeah, $7.99 US, I think.
No way, you could pretty much buy a Prusa for that, can't you?
Yeah.
You buy a Prusa and an MMU, and actually have a decent setup. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He said it. He said it.
It's true that, I mean, I used the MMU only I kind of for a short while because it just didn't really suit what we were doing, so we took it back off the printer. But I never had any problems with it. I think I had one print that failed. Out of all the ones I did, I just didn't have any issues with it at all. That was kind of straight out of the box. Set up and worked.
Santas that you did at Christmas, or were it Santa that you did?
Yeah, it was the Wexter Santas, wasn't there? There wasn't quite that many, but there was a few because there was a few people that wanted them at work. So that was the test print to set the thing up and get it working, and it just worked perfectly. So we used it quite a lot after that. Who's got a wool? We know who's got a wool.
He's strapping his mum out.
People like someone to put Twilight on it background.
His little Nick got the saddle on him and riding him.
She got the Alaskan salmon out on a fishing rod in front of him. Mum's like, it's not circus, Mum. I'm not a circus dog.
He wants food. He's got food. He wants treats.
Probably always.
Yeah.
I want treats.
You want some cheesy bacon treats?
No way, Shane's here. If you want to talk to people about multi-material printing, talk to Shane. He's your man. Shane loves multi-material printing. It's his favourite thing. He loves supporting users with it as well. Loves it.
Shane does it every day, all day.
Here, Nick. Have your treat, Nick. Here, Nick. Looks like you're getting it.
Oh.
Look at that. See, that's not even a dog. It's like an Alaskan Malamute or something like that.
He's not that big.
He's not that big. Well, I suppose Nick's not that big, is she? So.
Aye, that's it.
You, Baldy.
So is it she just did me like that? You see what I mean? I've had to have an haircut because for health reasons.
Your COVID cut. I definitely need a COVID cut. I think my missus is gonna get. I'm gonna have to have a go at it.
It kind of suits you long like that though. Yours looks better. Like Nicky's got his very, very Matt Damon type tonight.
Just let it go wild. Just let it do its own thing.
I'll look like Bob Ross by the end of this.
More than likely. Don't know.
If you know what, you can have 6 on here. Did you know? You should send Shane a link. Shane's always by a camera. Shane's always got a green screen set up and everything. So if you just, or get Chris to do it. Chris is great with Messenger. Chris, fire a link to Shane.
Working on it.
Shane should say he does these fantastic impressions, like Miss Doubtfire. Best thing I've ever heard in my life. Same old Shane doing Miss Doubtfire. It's a classic.
Miss Doubtfire. Yeah, I can't do it.
No. Given where I live, I'm definitely not even going to attempt it.
Go on, Nick. You know you can do it.
Shane, you got the link. I've got to jump off. It's still work day for me.
Shane, you need to come and take Chris's place, because if you don't take Chris's place,
you need to get him to do impressions.
Come on, Nick. Let's do Miss Doubtfire.
No.
Come on.
I'll tell you that.
Come on.
What's his favorite? What's his best one?
I want to hear his American impression.
Can he do Gordon Ramsay?
No. No, it's the movie characters.
Barbosa.
Like, you didn't do it, fire dear.
See?
Next.
That were ace.
It was the drink that killed him. He was hit by a Guinness truck, so it was quite literally the drink that killed him.
Go on in, let's see how we go.
No,
Two bad
told you.
Come on, Shane, don't let me down. I'm missing you, Shane. I need you right here, Shane.
Barbosa.
Yeah, two bad ones.
Go on then.
I'd be disinclined to acquiesce to your request. That'd be meaning no.
It's just pirates generally. He likes the pirates, doesn't he?
It's just crazy. I can't change my voice. I just sound the same always.
No, I'm the same. I'm the same.
Do Tom. Do Tom.
I can't
Not,
do Tom.
not that Tom. Do Tom.
You say don't do it.
No.
Please do Tom.
No.
Please.
No.
Look at Nick dying. Big Nick's dying on the spot.
Find it hilarious.
It's like, oh no.
God.
No.
You, Nick, say no. I'm not. Say this is not a circus, and I am not a puppet.
That's my line. I am
He
not
says
your,
that,
I'm not your performing monkey.
But that's the thing, honey. The day you said I do, you became my performing monkey, whether you
No.
like it or not.
You just misheard him. He said I might do.
Do Tom.
Yeah, Karen just said do Tom in the ice cream truck.
Tom in the ice cream truck.
Hi. Another day.
Oh, see, look, good old Shane coming in because he's a soldier.
Aye, what a trooper.
Says he's working. He's lying.
Please.
No.
I'll do roast beef for tea tomorrow.
No.
Please.
Tom in the ice cream truck. I don't understand. Right? Do you know why nobody understood what I said? Because Ian,
Chopped it.
no context as normal.
I
Right?
think
But that was the whole point.
Straight into punchline. No explanation.
But that was the whole point. It's dangling the carrot. Say, oh, what was all that about? Oh, there must have been some strange conversation. So I need to go and see the strange conversation.
Yeah. What led to talk about an ice cream truck?
Aye.
Because we're on lockdown, and I was sat here like at lunchtime, and I could hear it, and it was going all the way around, like all the way through houses over there, all the way through houses over at back, all the way through house on site for about 25 minutes, and I really wanted an ice cream, like an ice cream, and I thought my little girl's in bed, and not in bed, she was in a bedroom, and she wanted an ice cream as well, and all I could think was she's on lockdown too. Like she likes it, she loves it. You know what I mean? She's got no problem. And ice cream van's driving around. I thought, A, how insensitive, and B, how stupid.
Look at you.
There you go.
I'm not actually working. Unlike some
Working.
people will pretend it.
It's got a full series to get through on Netflix. Come
The
on.
only reason he didn't do inverted quotes then is because he's mobile, you see. Otherwise, he'd have gone, I'm working.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
okay,
I'm going to drop off now. That way it'll go back to 4. Shane won't be able to he won't be able to leave because he has to keep you at 4. So
No, I can leave.
I'm going to drop out
I
now.
really do have shit to do.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining.
There's
Bye-bye.
things over there. I need to do some instructional videos on.
I'm going to get out.
I like your instructional videos. I couldn't have changed. When you helped me change that, you sent me that video to change the effect sheet. No way I could have done that without that video. Like, you have to tie all screws in a fancy order, to pull tension across, like, all of it. There's like 50 screws, and Shane's like, you put this one in, you put this one in, you put that one in, makes a video. Oh, it was like a dream.
Aye, that's what you need.
All right, real quick. I'll do a quick impersonation that Tom's never heard of.
Here we go. Get
Hi,
ready.
host Scooby Frog coming from the Infill show. I wonder how much Infill Miss Piggy has. Wonder if it's frog or pork or maybe it's bacon Infill. Maybe she's 100%. Anyway, hi, goodbye.
I don't know how this became the impression show. I really don't.
Oh, no,
I do none.
In
None.
the EU, and it's just going crazy now. I think we have to outdo each other as for who has the best sort of impression and all that. So I want to hear Tom do an impression.
I can't do any impression. I can do a bit of an Irish accent, and that's it. and then it goes, and as I get towards end of my sentence, I sound a bit more Australian. So that's about it, really.
I would hear Tom do a Texas accent.
What do they sound like in Texas? You have to set an example first.
I'm not. Okay, so no, I got one better for you. Do an impression of Country 3D.
Let me think.
Bonus points for including Stargate references.
Just Stargate constantly. I can't do it. You've put me on the spot. I'm nervous. Can't do it. I can't even see him in my brain right now. I can't even see his videos, even though I know his videos.
No, I know. I put you on the spot. I definitely picked a hard one there. But next time. But seriously, guys, I do have to work on those videos, or they'll never get done.
No, you're awesome,
right.
Shane. Thanks very much, and we'll.
Thanks for jumping on.
We'll let you love you and leave. I like how he put his name as Mobile, same old Shane.
Well, I'm on my phone. I didn't want to set everything up because I have half of this stuff unplugged to record a video. So,
no, you're
I'll
awesome.
talk to you guys. Have a good show.
Take it easy. Thanks.
Right. Thanks, Shane. Cheers, guys.
I love Shane.
Oh my God.
Fair play for jumping on as well.
See, look what Ian's done now. He's put us on a potato view.
Potato view. I don't know what potato view is. I don't know.
Hey.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
Now can you put some fancy backgrounds in behind that black bit?
No, because I'm not paid for it. You have to pay to actually get that bit.
We'll pay.
There's the standard one that comes with it, which is a bit naff. That's it. So we'll not do that one.
Gonna look at Karen. Karen's going to sleep 12:30 early night.
I'll not be long behind it, I have to say.
Oh, Ian, shut up, right? You've been streaming now for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and you've only been here for 15 minutes of that.
I did, Nick. I had a little bit of a sleep, and I came back again.
When you see Ian go that.
I was there for about 15 minutes before I even.
No, it's PC. It keeps crashing. I'm surprised it's stayed as long as it has.
You know what Ian's like? He's got a script. He's got a planned discussion that we were going to do. It's all gone out the window. It's all gone. That's it. He won't sleep for a week now.
He's got to send it to everyone. That's the problem.
He needs to get his spreadsheet out and put everything minutes.
Normally I would, but this time it was I'm gonna stream from StreamYard for 10 minutes and try a few things out, and that's what I did. And then people started jumping on, and it is just addictive, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm making an idiot of myself constantly. Nobody can understand me. I talk rubbish. I'm an idiot, but do you know what?
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
It's fun.
How many people from around the world have not got a clue what I'm saying right now?
Oh, okay, the accent thing's
you speak slower, you see, so your accent is stronger than mine, but the way you speak's a little bit slower. So I don't know. My words start joining into each other.
Sometimes when they get going really faster, they can all roll into one word like that. Which breaks people's mind.
And apparently nobody understands like 3 or 4 of my accents that are all mixed into one. So I don't know.
Well, come on, Ian. You sound like you've been from Manchester, that's then gone to Scotland, come back to Manchester, forgot how to speak Manchester, and go back to Scotland again.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time working with people in Oldham that's a slightly different accent, and then I spent a lot of time working with people from Blackburn and Preston that's a slightly different accent, and then an awful long time, and obviously I live with 3 Scottish accents all the time, so it makes a massive difference.
3D printing bike, and I don't understand what you're saying.
That's it.
I'm trying to work out whether that was just for one of us or all 3 of us.
And Bill says, "You see, we're all different, but easy to understand."
See, Bill's got us, good old Canadian.
Got us dialed in.
Got us dialed in onto.
Well, that's the bit of Scottish in me, maybe that he's picking up.
See, if you notice when he said Scottish, then he didn't say Scottish, he said Scottish.
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 My bad.
Scottish in me, hey.
Aye.
I don't know what that was. Was that some sort of Scandinavian? I don't know.
Look at that Viking. I'm there telling everybody how good his comment is, and his comment were about me. He can't understand me.
Oh dear. That's just killing you, man. What can I say? No, I'm going to call this.
Why are you calling it? It's 2 hours and 13 minutes and 15 seconds. You can't call it.
I can, man, because
let it go to quarter past.
Oh, I'm going to call it at quarter past. That's what I'm going to do.
Call it a quarter past, and you all need to say a goodbye. Yeah, you stay safe too, Tim. Thanks a lot. And do you know something? I need to tell you a funny story here, right? Okay. Tim did a stream a few weeks ago, and he was talking about COVID and how it's affected his business and that sort of thing, and just in general. And I turned up into the live comments without looking at the video title or listening to what Tim was saying. All I saw was that Tim had a Blade One haircut, and he looked like a junior version of Tim. So I'm there, taking mick. Oh, you look like Tim's little brother. And then he starts talking about what he's talking about, and I instantly felt bad. And then tonight, it's like role reversal. Tim's come here, and I'm sat here with silly haircut. and now I put my feet in his shoes, and I feel really bad because I didn't actually mean to rock up at that time or say what I said. But
you just did. But you are. I mean, you do go on the live streams. I never do. I just don't. I normally obviously don't stream, but I also don't go into the live stream just because I've not got the time. I've not got the time to spend all of that time kind of dedicated to listening to one thing.
Tim cut his own hair. I let my 11-year-old do it. I wish I'd cut my own.
Fortunately, I think if I let my 3-year-old do it, I get stabbed.
Yeah. I saw him washing dog.
Exactly.
See, so it wasn't that difficult, were it, Big Nick? You see, I absolutely hate streaming. I don't say out that I normally say because I'm not nervous. I don't think about it. And look, you're here. It's great, isn't it? Fantastic.
It's just great, and we're all friends. That's the thing, see.
Exactly.
So we're all friends here.
Like we even had a McDonald's Nick together. A month ago at least.
Oh yeah.
We're basically
lifetime ago now though.
Yeah, when they were still open. I'm surprised we didn't turn to sepia when you were talking about that. Then
the day before, I went and bought a load of them pots.
Same Mac sauce.
I got loads.
Yeah.
And then I told Christian outside at the table when we finished, and he threw them all away. I was devastated. They all went in the bin.
So does that mean that we can expect you back on a regular now, then, Nick?
No.
So, does that mean that the Infill show is now a trio at least?
Oh, everyone's seen my stuff now. That's it.
Yeah, well, you'll have new stuff next time, won't you, Nick?
We just talk about Tom's stuff. That's the way it works.
Nick, he designs something every hour, so saying like, "Oh, I've done this, and you've seen my stuff now." By the time he comes off of this live stream, he'll have made something else. I can't see it.
I've actually got buckets on the printer now.
As he clicks off, he'll be designing something else with his other hand.
The bucket is on the printer, so that means that what he'll do is he'll print it and he'll say, "Oh, I wish I just added this." Then he'll add this, and halfway through printing that next bucket, he'll already be on to the next thing. Guarantee it. And it'll be something that relates to the bucket.
Yeah, probably. A slightly taller version. A slightly thinner version.
There you go. You've got a vote down there. Bugman 140 for regular status. That means it, and that's it now. Bugman 140.
If you voted, not having that.
Yeah, that counts. That counts. He's vice president.
Vice president of voting for Nick getting on the screen.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Chris has got the casting vote.
All right. Official status.
Have you
all right, we've gone past the 15 minutes, Tom. So you.
Oh, look at him, man. He's like me, Dad. Stop it.
I know. What can I say? I'm cold. I am perishing cold. Yeah.
That's what you get for living in Scotland. I've got a radio, a body warmer. I come dressed for cars.
I've got my hands tucked into my pockets, and they have been for about the last hour. So.
You've not enjoyed it, though, haven't you, Ian?
We got the make room inside the house, so we're not daft.
Well, yeah, I know.
Nick's like, I'd rather get my phone than outside, thanks.
Well, mine's not.
It's getting so cold in there.
It's going to snow tomorrow. We're meant to get snow, me and you, Nick.
No.
I was surprised. Like yesterday, it was glorious sunshine. And then like this morning, it was so cold. It was ridiculous.
It was cold today, but it was glorious sunshine again all day here. But it's the father-in-law's been out gritting, I think, the last couple of nights. So
Yeah.
we're ready for it.
When I take the dog out at night, there's no one about type thing. Tonight I went out and there was not a cloud in the sky. And it looked amazing. But it was so cold because there's
Cold,
nothing. But like, yeah, it was freezing. So
that's exactly what it's like. I can see my breath. You probably can't quite on the camera, but I can see my own breath. It's getting that cold.
Trying to rush you, Nick, so that he can shut it down. That's what he's trying to do.
No, I'm not doing that.
Let's have your outro, Ian. Let's have your links in the video, and let's see what you practice.
Well, the links will be in the video. So I guess I'll. As soon as I really didn't expect to do this, I should really have put some information in the video link. So I'll get all that done so that people can bore themselves by watching it back. I found I listened to a live stream playback when I was painting the fence recently, and I think it's perfect fodder for that. So if you want to listen to people talking nonsense while you're painting your fence, this is the place to come. The Infill show is the place to be to listen to all sorts of nonsense for apparently just over 2 hours. But I have links on the Twitters, on Instagram, and I thank you, Tom.
That's it.
We'll give you your outro then. You've both got to say bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Tom. I've been Tom. Thanks for coming. If you come next time, there must be something wrong with you.
Go on, Nick.
Well, night everyone. It's Big Nick, Bugman. If you've been daft enough to listen to this all the way through to here, you're more crazier than I am.
Exactly. And that's Captain Seasonal telling us all what we should do.
Right, Ian, wait a minute. Get ready, Ian. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now.
Now what?
Oh, you've gone a second over. What an idiot. You had an opportunity there.
All right. Right. Thanks a lot for joining, guys, and to all the guys in the chat, and the especially the guys that have been here a ridiculously long time in the chat. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for making it all fun for all of us, and we will no doubt do this again sometime. Thanks, guys.
Spit it out, man. Jesus, it's cold over here.
Oh.